there are some fees were reduced in several sectors. For instance, in September 2025, parking fees were slashed by 50% for local authorities, and some penalties involved, and they are yet to come into effect. My question now is, when are these measures likely to come into effect? And the ones that you publicized before, when are they also expected to come into effect? Thank you.
Starting with Chingwere, basically you made a comment that I think we made progress in policy pronouncements in terms of the reduction of these fees and licensing procedures, but there are some that are still outstanding. You are correct. The issue of parking fees in local authorities is still outstanding, and also the 50% reduction in cap in some of the local authority fees has not yet been implemented. This also includes the penalties and clamping fees, for example, to get your car released once claimed. This is an issue that we've asked the Minister of Local Government to work with local authorities on to make sure that it is implemented. The reason has been that you have existing contracts that are already in place, which stipulate certain fees. So by then pronouncing a certain fee hurdle or cap or whatever we were pronouncing, then one is changing the content of the contract and the terms of the contract. So that's what then the Ministry of Local Government will then negotiate with local authorities so that we comply. They comply with the new directive. We don't want to do an abrupt, type of decision making. We also respect contracts. So we want to make sure that the service providers are on board. Turning to the question by Mukudze, what prompted the drop in the registration fees, licensing fees for the medicinal hemp and cannabis industries? We're trying to drive investment, frankly. You may know that we tried in the past to even encourage our tobacco farmers also to start going into growing of industrial hemp, and so as to diversify away from tobacco because of the anti-tobacco lobby. But we just want to drive investment into the sector. Medicinal hemp has so many uses. That oil can, even be used for making drugs for curing cancer and so forth. And the industrial hemp has again so many uses. You can make fiber, you can make bags, you can make sandals. So it's a lucrative business that we think by dropping the registration fees, licensing fees, we should be able to encourage more investment into the sector and create more jobs and also grow our exports. Turning to, I couldn't tell who asked the question, are we satisfied with the rate of implementation of these policies? Well, it takes time, to put legislation in place, but we're pleased so far. And where there are issues, we also highlighted ourselves and say, please, let's move faster in these areas. But we're pleased so far. So far, we've at 70% implementation. There's still a 30% to go, and we'll get there. But we're pleased so far, and industry and investors are pleased with this initiative of reducing the cost of doing business.